The Kelim of Atzilut in the association of the quality of mercy and judgment, according to providence of reward and punishment, it reminds me of the month of Elul. I am for my beloved, and my beloved is for me. Is there such thing as reward and punishment?
Obviously, all providence is by reward and punishment. This world is behaving according to reward and punishment.
What is reward and punishment?
It's a calculation how much that can come and how much that can come. The 3 books are opened for death and for that, what? So what?
Is there such thing as reward and punishment? It's a system.
A system of reward and punishment. If it's a system that includes 2 contradicting parts inside, plus and minus, when they organize all kinds of relations in them called life, and you're in that life, that is organized to you by that positive and negative, those 2 systems, obviously there's reward and punishment. The good reward for the righteous.
What is reward and what is punishment in spirituality?
Doesn't matter spirituality or corporeality. What I hope that I will receive, and I correct myself towards that, and I'm drawn towards that, and I attain it, that's got a reward. That's how I understand. And if I don't want something, so according to my corrections, according to my understanding, that's called a punishment. What do you mean? What's the question here? We understand it's reward and punishment. In all kinds of degrees, in all kinds of levels, a child has reward and punishment, and his father, who is an adult, has reward and punishment. Each and every one.
What does it depend on our connection or what?
It depends on the created being that determines before him what he wants and what he doesn't. And whether it's desired or not, it can be in a feeling, in understanding, in reason and above reason. But still, it's what he's expecting. Yeah?
Why should I receive punishment? What is the reason for it?
The reason for punishment is that you didn't prepare yourself correctly to see the reward that is supposed to be there. That's how it is.
I did not understand the last thing you said.
Okay. I want to attain a goal. I want to jump 2.5 meters high in the air, to be a champion. I get a plan from my coach, a killer. It's a great height. And there's so many details and limitations are written in tasks, and I'm all in it. Right? Good. So, do I get that as a reward or as a punishment? Reward. Because I want it. I want to attain. Even though it's very hard work and I get blows on the path, but it's a reward. And if I wouldn't be drawn to that goal so much, but I would still be forced, according to the decision of the upper one, I would have to attain it, so I'd see it as punishment.
A kind of punishment.
A kind of punishment, okay. So it all depends on the agreement of what I'm looking, of what's before me. If I understand that the Creator is good, that does good, and there's none else besides Him, and only He is giving me these plans of work and the means and all the instances, so I can say that everything I get is a reward. It's good for the righteous. If I justify the Creator, I'm called righteous, and then I have a good reward. And if I'm not righteous, so I flaw the Creator's actions, so I'm wicked, and I see everything as a punishment.
The fact I look at it as a punishment, you really get punished?
So that's what I got. It's already a punishment. I decide that is, so it's a punishment.
But it can cause you all kind of problems in this world, the punishment, as we say. It makes your life messy.
I receive all kinds of cases that come to me in the world as a punishment because I relate to them like that they're not desired. I determine what reward and punishment is.
I'm talking about the result, real result on your flesh. Is there such a thing as punishment?
Of course.
Really?
What if I didn't prepare myself? So instead of the reward, I got a punishment. It could be the same thing, but for me, it's one's reward, one's punishment. It depends how I prepare myself.
And if